3 podcasts I would recommend if you're learning Korean. Podcasts are great for learning, It's like this thing you can listen while you're doing other chores. First up is the Korean American podcast. This podcast is in English and they're not teaching Korean language per se. It's 2 guys, June and Daniel. One's like Korean and one's Korean American. Discuss the differences in cultures and all the nuances. And I said this once and I'll say it again. If you learn the language but not the culture, you run the risk of becoming a fluent fool. Second one is TD's Korean podcast. And this podcast is in Korean. So if you're looking for some quality Korean input, this is it. Really, really important to get a lot of input in Korean. And this podcast is perfect. She talks about different subjects. It's in Korean and it's slow. And third is the I Speak Korean Pretty Well podcast or something like that. It's by this guy called John. He's white, but he's really good in Korean. He has a lot of knowledge in language acquisition. I think he's super underrated. Found him on YouTube and I'm like, dude, this guy should have like millions of followers. If you need tips on how to learn language well, do it from someone who's done it before, right? So Korean American, Didi, and I Speak Korean Really Well podcast or something like that. You can look it up. You're welcome.